First off, my name Toe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes.
It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's into space past the 25.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score, almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tyjae Spears.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Levis now on second down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Levis looking to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hand off to Spears. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago.
14 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Levis on 3rd down. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
That's good for 28 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Aviators respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
His 1st career touchdown pass. And, yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time. Celebrate. Save the full reflection for later. But make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of plays that also found the end zone. Even more impressive to answer that one.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll just get rid of it.
When you look at this defense,
and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one, because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Burrow on play action.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. First down, here's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Caught by St. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin out in Houston, and they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on what's happening with the Bills at Highmark Stadium. And that one's gone to the half with them leading the visiting Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one all tied.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On the move past the 40.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Levis. Cockrell holds it in left side.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis back to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Levis looking to throw.
And it'll be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Levis, quick completion out wide.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Levis to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Spears. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. And here's a give to Spears.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Levis.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Burrow. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
Levis to throw off play action.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time through the air. And even 60 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now Levis. Touchdown! Chigacapo from 4 yards out. And the Aviators have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point up and good by Shootout.
And the lead is now 14-10.
On the return is Charlie Jones. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And a short pickup to about the 25.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now they run the option on 2nd down.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And Bengals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And Spears with another carry.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Levis.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here's a run by Spears.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Spears. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it. Here's Haskins.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Burrow. That's complete to Chase. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Here's 1st down. Here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Burrow.
This is caught.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now 1st and goal. Burrow. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing, Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for London, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.